All right, fellas, welcome back. Hope everybody had a Merry Christmas. We had a pretty good one here at the house here, so that was always cool. But to be honest with you, I'm glad Christmas is over. Yesterday, the day after Christmas, I got some Christmas cards in the mail. Uh, my buddy Chase, he last video I ended off with his Christmas card, so I'm gonna start this one off with his original Christmas card. He uh he kept asking me there. I've been on vacation this week, so I didn't get to see him. He had the week before he had sent me a card in the mail, and he texted me two or three times, asked me if I got it, and I was like, no man, it ain't showed up yet. So anyway, he said, "Well, I'm gonna bring you one on Friday." He brought me that one in of Frosty, and this one here finally made it the day after Christmas. He sent it, I think, Tuesday of the week before Christmas week. So anyway, this jewel has took a ride all around the country, but it finally got here. Ralphie from A Christmas Story. That's so cool right there, man. That's my favorite Christmas show right there is A Christmas Story with Ralphie and Randy and all that bunch, man. I love that show. That is the coolest. I always look forward to that marathon they have every year. Chase, thank you for the card, man. It finally got here. Uh, sorry you give me another one there, but I got two from you. You're catching up. Thank you, Chase. 408 Model Shop. Y'all check him out, man. He's my buddy. Thank you again, Chase. All right, we're gonna move on here. All right, the next card that I got in was from Mike at the intake. That's a cool card. I've seen a lot of y'all getting that card right there, and I thought, man, that is such a cool looking car. Got a long roof on it with a Christmas tree on the roof. I love long roof cars, man. That right there, that is so cool. The wood grain siding. My wife, every time I see one, I go all to pieces, and she just looks at me like I'm so crazy. I love that right there, man. I love those cars. I love any long roof car. But anyway, Mike at the intake, he sent me a Christmas card. Mike, thank you so much. And he got in some shop cards, and I was going to email him, and I kept forgetting to email him that, hey, man, I want one of those shop cards. And he sent me the Christmas card and a shop card and that sticker right there. That is cool, man. I really like that little sticker. You fellers with the stickers that's all right. Anyway, he sent me his brand new shop card. That right there is so cool with some cool builds on it, man. I love all them builds right there. I love his channel. Mike over at the intake. If y'all haven't checked him out, you need to. You're missing out if you haven't. Good dude, man. Oh man, some killer builds. I'll tell you that right now. Everything he does, it turns out sharp, man. Mike, I appreciate the Christmas card, and I appreciate the shop card and the sticker, and I appreciate what you do over there, man. He had a video on like doing the trim around the windows, and I took that and run with it. Did my first one, that 71 CUDA, and daggone it, that thing turned out good, man. Mike over at the intake, y'all go check him out. All right, let's move along here. And then I got a card in. I shot John an email over at excuse me, fellas, over at Amateur Scale Model Building. I sent him an email. I've been seeing this card, and man, I think I said it. I'm hesitant a lot of times to send anybody an email about swapping shop cards because I'm afraid they'll turn me down. Hell, I had one fella block my email. But then again, he a couple of weeks later, he sent me an email and we swapped shop cards, and so everything's good there. It might have just been a glitch in the computers, the email system, whatever. But anyway, John over at Amateur Scale Model Building, John and Sue, swap cards with him, and man, that's such a cool card. I like that right there. That little character in the driver's seat. Uh, That's cool right there. And speaking of that, not long ago on one of Vinny's video pit stop scale model garage on one of his videos, he had him sitting behind one of his model cars in the driver's seat. That right there is cool. John, I appreciate the daggone shop card, man. That means a lot. I really appreciate that. Y'all go check him out if you haven't. You're missing out again. All right, fellas. Next up is we got one model car for Christmas, which is all right with me. Hell, I got enough model cars. But anyway, my daughter, she said I don't ever know what kind of model car to get. So she got me the '69 Torino, the Cobra Fastback Torino, and I'm not big on. I like that body style, but I've seen two or three of these kits on YouTube, and they got issues. So anyway, she got that for us, and we'll do something with it. I looked through. I opened it up and I looked through there, and I was looking at what all it had in there, and if anything else, it could be a donor kit because I could use that motor possibly in my '67 Mustang build that I'm going to do, that I'm gathering parts for. But anyway, either way, if I do something with that, man, it had all the parts in there to make a race car, not stock car, make a race car out of it. So if I do anything with it, that's what I'm gonna do. She'll be a race car, of course. Oh, speaking of race cars, and back to Mike at the intake, he had a video earlier. He got that sweet Bippy, that Galaxy, I think it is. It's a Galaxy kit, and on the box it showed like you could do it like, I think it's a 3-in-1, and one of the ways was a race car, and on the box, man, that thing looked cool right there. But anyway, that's what the daughter got me, a '69 Cobra Fastback Torino. She said, now you can give me a shout out, Dad. So there you go, Leah. There's your shout out. Thank you very much, honey. I love you. All right, fellas, let me wet my throat, and we're going to show a little update on what we've done to our Weekend Warrior group build hosted by Dean over at Bench Racing. Hang on, fellas. All right, we we got a lot of parts cleaned up. I think if I ain't I think I've got about everything cleaned up. I got a lot of stuff painted. I got started going together. Let's see here. I don't know. I still got some work to do on that front end. That this I'm going to try my best to use this tubular K member, lightweight. I done broke that thing once. Got him glued back together. So I don't know if that don't work out. I'm gonna put the original factory K member in that jewel. But I'm gonna try my best to get this. Like I say, I done broke it once. Let's see. I broke my fan belt once. Luckily, I was able to get them both pieces back together, and pretty good. My rack and pinion steering, I have broke both tie rods on that and managed to get them back on. It's over there. It's got paint on it earlier, so we're waiting on that. So anyway, fellers, this is about where we're at. The cage ain't nothing glued in there. Seats ain't glued in. I was only going to put one seat in it, but I decided to put two in it. All right, we got our interior part mounted to our frame part, chassis part, and we got our rear end under it. 8.8. We're gonna roll with a 410 gear. That's what we use in both the Mustangs that we race. That way we can run 1/8 mile or 1/4 mile, and works for us. We've been pretty fast with 410. So anyway, we're gonna use a 410 cog in that rear end. But anyway, we built us some subframe connectors, put them in there. Hope you can see that. They're not the greatest, but hey, low budget. So anyway, that's what we done there, and like I say, we haven't done no whole lot. I don't know if you can see all that. It's pretty black. But anyway, that's about where we're at on that. We got our motor going together. Top part there, the plenum ain't it ain't glued down. I ain't even got the valve pans on it yet. Still got stuff to do that, but we're moving along, fellers. Let's see, what else have we done? Mostly just some painting, getting stuff ready to go together. I gotta look and see if I got some green, man. I want that to be an interstate battery. Our front struts. We're using. We went with red this time. We're using strange rear 50/50 shocks, and we're using strange three-way adjustable. We just use three-way adjustable on our race car. Struts on the front. That's why they're red. It's part of the motor mount system or front K member mounting system. I think it's how you mount the I don't know. That's not in great detail on how all that goes together. I'm pretty sure I can figure it out. Door panels, our dash. I forgot to paint our dash and our steering column. So, and it's been raining and cold, and so yeah, we're moving slowly, but we're moving, fellers. All right, let's see here. I think that's about all I've got for tonight, man. I've been watching a lot of videos. A lot of you fellers has really cleaned up on some really nice kits, and that is so daggone cool. Uh, let's see here. Is there anything that sticks out? Well, about all of it, really. Everything that I've seen has been cool. Everybody's gotten some cool stuff, and that is so cool. And there's a lot of cool kits out there on the market now. I've seen uh, some really cool. Oh, really cool ones. This is one thing I wanted to show you that I seen on this thing. I got him taped together here. I cut the front pins off because it was holding the front end up, and it's a big gap between the fender well here and the frame. So I got him taped down, and now it pushes this out. But here's what I don't like about this kit: it's molded in rear end and drive shaft, and I don't like nothing about that. And if you look, I hope you can see that where the wheel will go on that is about center of the fender well. And if you look back here, I don't know if you can see it. Anyway, back there it does not set center of the fender well. It's forward some, and it looks like there's not no room to. I don't know. That's why I say this thing might just become a donor kit. But anyway, fellers, that's all we got. Again, I hope everybody had a really Merry Christmas, and I won't be back until next year. So New Year's coming up next Wednesday. I guess next Tuesday, New Year's Eve. Everybody really be safe out there, and don't drink and drive. Whatever you do, please don't do that. I have a couple beers, but I'm sitting right here in my house, so I don't I don't. If I drink one beer, I don't get behind the wheel or nothing. I need my driver's license, and not to mention, I don't want to harm anybody. So anyway, fellers, we're going to get out of here, and everybody have a good, safe weekend and a good, safe week coming up, and a good, safe New Year's Eve, fellers. And with all that, we'll catch you fellers on the next one. We'll catch y'all later, fellers. Y'all have a good one.